It's going down. Shalom. First and foremost, giving all praises, honor, glory, respect, and blessings to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakha Kwadash. Salutations to the Lord's elect on the four corners of the earth, pushing this truth and sincerity while patiently waiting for Yahweh Shai's return. And double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, which have taught us everything we know through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. And welcome to another series of It's Going Down, being brought to you by the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. This is the brother Yashamai coming back at you with another major World War III news update. Here it says, United States to deploy nuclear-capable bombers to Australia. Media, okay? So it says, the Pentagon wants new hub for B-52 bombers amid tensions with China. Okay? So, just a moment here. I'm currently at my job, so I gotta let this guy through. I'll make it as quick as possible, so please excuse me for the inconvenience. And Lord's will, I'll get right back to the video. Okay, done. All right, he got here at 6:30. Okay. Yeah, let's see. That's supposed to. I take it he's going to building 76. Let me see, okay, I'll just put uni. Done. Alright, so alright, let's scroll down here, right, and type in the Okay, it says the U.S. military has devised a plan which would see nuclear-capable B-52 strategic bombers deployed in Australia on long-term rotational missions and turn the country's northern territory into a crucial military hub in Washington's standoff with Beijing. National broadcaster ABC and Reuters reported on Monday. Okay, it further goes on to say the Pentagon reportedly seeks to build a squadron operations facility, which would include a maintenance center and enough parking area for 6 B-52s, which is the name of these nuclear bombers, at the Royal Australian Air Force Military Air Base Tyndall, according to ABC's Four Corners investigative program. The air base expansion could cost up to $100 million and is expected to be finished in late 2026. You see, their end with thought is that their houses shall continue forever. They talking about a 2026, but no, I don't believe America has that long. The way things are moving, next year could very well be the year that we get delivered out of here. I mean, Lord's will, we be of the elect. Talking about a 2026. Like, stop it, man. Stop it, Esau. The new facilities are required to support strategic operations and to run multiple 15-day training exercises during the Northern Territory dry season for deployed B-52 squadrons, the report said, citing U.S. documents. Okay, and enhanced air cooperation between Australia and the United States was discussed during last year's AUSMAN, or Australian Ministry or ministerial meetings, and the sides agreed on rotational deployment of U.S. aircraft of all types. But you see, these air bombers, you know, further proves that it's talking about the eagle. Who's the eagle? Whose symbol is the eagle? The so-called white man's. You know, hey, one thing America takes pride in is their Air Force. Going back to the eagle. Well, going back to the eagle. You see? Because when the eagle strikes, it strikes from the air. Okay? So it says the ability to deploy U.S. Air Force bombers to Australia sends a strong message to adversaries about our ability to project lethal air power, the United States Air Force reportedly told ABC News. While there was no official confirmation of any arrangements to deploy B-52s at Tyndall, a source who declined to be identified told Reuters on Monday that a plan to establish dedicated facilities for the bombers was indeed in the works. Okay, Washington's buildup of its military assets is not limited to Tyndall. The U.S. military, the United States is currently constructing a massive $270 million jet fuel storage facility on the outskirts of Darwin, some 200 miles from the airbase. At the same time, a joint U.S. and Australian spy base, Pine Gap near Alice Springs, is reportedly undergoing a major upgrade. Okay, back in 2021, the U.S., Australia, and UK announced the creation of a new AUKUS security pact, which envisages providing Canberra with conventionally armed and nuclear-powered submarines, thus significantly boosting its naval capabilities. Okay? While AUKUS members claim that the pact is merely aimed at protecting the international system that respects human rights and the rule of law, China has slammed the alliance, arguing that its projects pose grave risk to nuclear security. Good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, and then it goes on to say, this view has to some extent been echoed by Russia. In August, Defense Minister Sergei Shoigu warned that AUKUS could detonate the entire Asia-Pacific region. Since the pact has the makings of becoming a military-political alliance, U.S. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin, however, dismissed the notion, saying that Washington is not seeking to set up an Asian NATO. So, if we come over here, right, this is the book of Matthew 24, verse 6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. So, you're going to hear of wars. You're going to hear about, countries making strategical military moves. You're going to hear about it. But don't be troubled when you hear about these things, but rather rejoice, because that's another major sign that Lord's will, if we're of the elect, our salvation is that much closer by. Luke 21 verse 9, it says, but when ye hear of wars and commotions, be not terrified, for these things must first come to pass, but the end is not yet. Excuse me. So, okay, Yahushua, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus, said, When you hear of wars and commotions, be not terrified, for these things must first come to pass, but the end is not by. Because remember, before the nuclear war can happen, the CHIP, the CHIP, has to be made mandatory. Okay? So with that, I'm going to say Shalom is on to the next one.